Am today. Distributive property. My favorite. Absolutely. It's going to be your favorite too after today. Check it out. Distributive property. This is something you're going to come across a whole bunch in middle school, eighth grade, my goodness, and then get into high school, they're going to love it even more. You're going to get into foiling, stuff like that, but it all starts here with the distributive property. This is just a way to deal with parentheses in algebra problems. Check it. Let's start at the beginning and look at what happens when we have a parentheses in a problem. So if I have 3, and then I write the parentheses next to it, and then I'm going to put something inside like 2 plus 5, and then I'm going to close my parentheses. So what this is telling us to do is 3 of this 2 plus 5. There's 3 of these, okay? That just means we're multiplying. So between any number and a parentheses, the operation that's hidden there is multiplication. Every time. That's what it means. Okay. Something that I'm going to repeat often is multiplication is repeated addition. Okay. That means I'm going to add this up 3 times. Okay. I'm multiplying by 3. I'm going to do this, right? 3 times. That's what multiplication is. I'm just adding again and again. Okay. When we have a problem like this, pretty simply, we do the parentheses first, so we could write it out. I'm going to work downward. Keep the 3 there. 3, parentheses, 2 plus 5 is 7. 3 times 7, 21. 21. Okay. But what I want to show you guys is that there's a different way to do this as well. What that means is, like I was saying with that repeated addition, I'm going to have 2 plus 5 3 times. 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5. Okay? There's 3 of them, right? 1, 2, 3. So that's 7 plus 7 plus 7. Or I could write it out a different way and just put all the 2's next to each other and all the 5's next to each other. So it can look just like this. 2 plus 2 plus 2, right? There's 3 2's. They're all being added up. And 5 plus 5 plus 5. How many 2's do I have? I have 3. So I could say, right, repeated addition is just multiplication. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 3 times 2. I'm going to use my little dot to mean multiplication here. I can even do the parentheses if I like. And then how many 5's do I have? I have 3 5's. Huh. Well, what's 2 times 3? That's 6. 3 times 5 is 15. 6 plus 15 is 21. We got 21 when we did it the original way as well. So there you go. This is a long-winded way. You don't have to do this every time, right? I'm just showing you that this is what's happening behind the scenes. Let's do one more example, and then we'll look at the variables. I'm going to keep the numbers kind of small, but they can work for anything, even with negatives. But let's do 2 times 6 minus 4. Okay, right. When we have problems like this, we always do the parentheses first, and I can say 6 minus 4 is 2. So it's 2 times 2, which is 4. Okay. But I want us to get in the habit of showing our steps and using the distributive property. So the distributive property is called that way because the number outside is being evenly distributed. Okay. I like to think of it like a deck of cards or playing a card game. This is our dealer, and they need to give the players inside the same amount of cards. They're dealing out the same cards. So this guy here, he's getting 2. This guy here, he's also getting 2. Okay. One of the places that most people make mistakes is they forget to do the 2 to the last number. They'll do the first one, but not the last one. Okay. So here, 2 times 6. Let's put a little X there. Okay. Minus, right, because I'm going to keep that minus there. 2 times 4. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 4 is 8. 12 minus 8 is 4. Same answer we got before. Okay, so it works both ways. All right. So now, let's see what happens. Instead of having just numbers in here, I put in a variable. So what's going to happen once I put a variable in there? Here we go. 4 times x plus 3. So if we wanted to do it that first way, we can't. X plus 3, we can't combine those numbers. Okay, they're unlike terms. We can't do anything with them. So we have to keep it the way it is, but we got this 4 outside, so what can we do? Well, again, it's multiplication, so it's a repeated addition. I can write it out. I'll write it out in blue. X plus 3. How many times am I adding that up, right? How many of these are there in this problem? There's 4, so that's 1. X plus 3, that's 2. X plus 3, that's 3. X plus 4, oops, sorry. X plus 3, and that's 4. So all I've done is I've said X plus 3 4 times. X plus 3, X plus 3, X plus 3, X plus 3. How many X's did I write down? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4x. Plus, how many 3's? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 3's. What is 4 times 3? That's our last step, and that's 12. So what I end up with is 4x plus 12. And there is our simplified answer. Remember, we can't go any further than this because my second term, this 12, doesn't have an x. If it had an x, we could add them up, but it doesn't, so we cannot. They are not like terms. They are unalike. They don't like each other. They got to keep the peace with that plus sign, okay? All right. This is not the method that you're going to use to do this each time. Instead, I want to show you, I'm going to leave the answer there to show that it's the same. And we're just going to kind of skip a step and just kind of jump to it. And notice and recognize that this 4, like we're playing cards, is going to be dealt to all of the players inside the game. So there's 4 x's, 4 times x, plus 4 times 3. There we go. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 3 is 12. So that's all you have to do. That's the step to distribute. Put this 4 in front of both terms inside the parentheses. There you go. Let's do a couple more practice problems. See how quickly you can do it. Here, 2 times 3 plus x. What do we do? Take my marker and I distribute. I take my 2, I multiply it by 3. I take my 2, I also multiply it by x. We're doing both. 2 times 3, I'm going to write down. 2 times 3 plus 2 times x. What is 2 times 3? 2 times 3 is 6. And 2 times x is 2x. And there you go. It's as simple as that. We multiply by the number outside, and then do the operation. So if it's 2 times something, we multiply by 2. And we get answer. There you go, guys. That is the distributive property in a nutshell. Check out the practice problems and stay smart, stay safe. See you next time. Bye!